Welcome to Anchorage, Alaska. Here at Mulcahy Stadium, your Chugach Eagle River Chinooks take on the Anchorage Glacier Pilots. I'm Clayton Jackson. I will be here with you all evening. It is a gorgeous one here in Anchorage. Let's get right into our lineups. The Chinooks lineup card was written quite literally about 2 minutes ago, so we've got the roster, but we won't have any stats straight away for you here, but we will for the Anchorage Glacier Pilots. But we will get that in just a moment, or get a few more after we get going in the game. But let's get to your starting lineups after a day off yesterday. I hope you all enjoyed that. For the Glacier Pilots, the leadoff man, the shortstop, number 7, Dylan Marks. He's hitting .250 with 23 hits, 4 RBIs. In the second spot, the second baseman, number 19, Jet Ruby. He's hitting .327 with 16 hits and 6 RBIs. In the 3-hole, it's the center fielder, number 6, Andrew Becker. He's hitting .277 with 26 hits, 22 RBIs, and 2 home runs. Batting cleanup for the Pilots, it is the designated hitter, number 15, Adam Bergholt. He's hitting .357 with 25 hits, 10 RBIs, and 2 bombs. In the 5 spot, the left fielder, number 1, B.J. Rodriguez. He's hitting .159 with 11 hits, 9 RBIs, and a blast on the season. In the 6th spot, the third baseman, number 32, Landon Teasing. He's hitting .152 with 12 hits, 7 RBIs. And in the 7-hole, the first baseman, number 36, it's Hunter Klotz. He's hitting .167 with 11 hits and 9 RBIs. Batting 8th, the right fielder, number 23, Ryan Christensen. He's hitting .093 with 4 hits, 1 RBI, and 1 home run. We will finish the rest of the lineups after the national anthem. Welcome back to Anchorage. It is the Chugach Eagle River Chinooks against the Anchorage Glacier Pilots. Rounding out the Pilots lineup, it's the catcher, Carter Freeland. He's hitting .184 with 9 hits, 5 RBIs. And on the mound for the Anchorage Glacier Pilots, it is Cole Cimino. He is posting an ERA of 2.7, 1 win on 2 losses, 1 start. It is 13 1/3 pitch, giving up 16 hits, 7 runs, only 4 earned, 9 walks, 16 strikeouts for Cimino. He's out of Nichols State, hometown of Napoleonville, Louisiana. As for your Chinooks, leading off, the right fielder, number 8, Aiden Tauscher. He's hitting .205 with 15 hits and 2 RBIs. Batting in the second spot, the second baseman, number 7, Tate Green. Batting third, the center fielder, number 6, Isaiah Peredo. And batting cleanup for your Chinooks, The first baseman, number 21, Jake Mitchell. Batting fifth, the third baseman, number 24, Patrick McGlon. In the sixth hole, the left fielder, number 2, Nick Hockemeyer. Batting seventh, the designated hitter, number 1, Trent Cornell. Batting eighth for the Chinooks, the catcher, number 11, Tim Reynolds. And rounding out your Chinook starting lineup, the shortstop, number 4, Carson Clark. And on the mound for your Chinooks today, it is number 19, Luke Rowland. He is out of the University of Arkansas, Little Rock, hometown of Searcy, Arkansas. He has 1 win and 1 loss on 4 starts, 21 2/3 pitch, giving up 12 hits, 9 runs, 7 of them earned. 12 walks and 17 strikeouts for Rowland on a 2.91 ERA. We are about ready for the first pitch here. It is Aiden Tauscher to lead it off. Cole Simino will step onto the mound. The lefty will toe the rubber. He'll come set and deliver the first pitch to Tauscher. Strike right down the middle, and it's 0-1. 6:01 start time here in Anchorage. A beautiful, gorgeous, sunny day. High 60s tonight. That curveball just missed, and it is 1-1. Simino kicks and throws, swing and a miss, and that is actually going to be strike 3. That curveball did find the zone. So Aiden Tauscher goes down swinging to start this ball game out. Simino is able to get it done. The Chinooks fell in their last one. It was on Sunday against the Miners. It was a 12-2 loss in 8 innings. This one scooped up over there by Dylan Marks onto first. That'll put away Tate Green very quickly in this ball game. Mark says AV sounds good, so thank you for letting me know, and we should be ready to keep going here. Isaiah Peredo with 2 gone. He will step to the plate. First pitch to him misses outside. It's 1-0. For the Glacier Pilots in the infield from left to right, it's teasing Marks, Ruby, Klotz. In the outfield, Rodriguez, Becker, Christensen. Behind the dish, it is Carter Freeland. 2 balls and no strikes here to Peredo. Simino leaves it low, and it is 3-0. Cole Simino, he is been a reliever most of the season, made his only start in the last game against the Chinooks. Gets a strike on the bottom corner there. That was, of course, a game the Chinooks won. The Chinooks have taken the last, I believe it is the last 4 against the Glacier Pilots. 2 at home and then 2 here in Anchorage. That'll be a walk to Peredo, first base runner for the Fish tonight. Now it is Jake Mitchell at the plate. Jake Mitchell comes in hitting .256. Swing and a miss. It is 0-1. For the Chinooks tonight, it is those navy blue jerseys with the red letters and numbers. Road gray pants, as that one misses outside. And, of course, the red AIA caps, which have started to become a staple for this team. Runner goes. Throw will not get him. That's a stolen base for that's Isaiah Peredo. So Isaiah Peredo is into second after walking It's 1-2 to Mitchell. Runner on second, 2 away. Here's the 1-2 from Semino. It's chopped foul, nearly barehanded by Coach Tim Cole over there. Would have been impressive. On deck, it's Patrick McGlone. Would potentially be an opportunity for the Chinooks to get an early run on the board should they get to him. And that could do it right there. Make it 1-0 Chinooks. That RBI base hit for Jake Mitchell puts the Chinooks in an early lead after what seemed to be a rough start. 2 away. And then there was the walk. Seemed harmless, but a stolen base and a Jake Mitchell RBI single makes it 1-0. Now it's Patrick McGlone at the plate. This one slowly on the ground. Mark scoops it up on over to first in time for out number 3. So that will do it. The Chinooks do get 1 run, however, on the Jake Mitchell RBI. It was just the 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. On to the home half we go. Chinooks lead it 1-0 here in Anchorage. Back here in Anchorage, it is 1-0 Chinooks. They take the lead on the Jake Mitchell single. Now it is Dylan Marks set to lead things off for the Glacier Pilots. Is Luke Rowland to be the starter for the Chinooks today. First pitch is outside. Joanna checking in saying, "Let's go Pilots. Thank you for joining us." And Mark says he loves 2-out hits, and so do I. It has been very nice to see the Chinooks turn that around towards the end of the year. We started out 0-6 in conference play, and that was simply because we could not get 2-out hits. We got runners on. We had about probably 3 innings out of the 9 innings every one of those games with bases loaded and just couldn't get anybody home. So it's been a refreshing sight to see a few 2-out hits. We'll see if the Chinooks can hold the lead. It's 3-0 to Marks, but Rowland pumps a strike right down the middle, so it's 3-1. On the infield for the Chinooks, left to right, it's McGlone, Clark, Green, and Peridot. Or excuse me, that is actually Jake Mitchell. As Dylan Marks will take a leadoff walk. Now it's Jet Ruby at the plate. He's hitting .327 on the season. In the outfield for the Chinooks, it is Hockemeyer. Hockmeyer, Peridot, and Tauscher. Tim Reynolds behind the dish. First pitch to Ruby inside. It's 1-0. A warm night here in Anchorage. Sun beaten down at Mulcahy Stadium. Strike right at the knees. 1-1. Grandma Ruby checking in, cheering on the Pilots. Thank you for joining us. We've got a good one here early. Chinooks struck for one in the top half. The Pilots threatening here with a runner on and nobody gone. This fastball is fouled away, so it's 2-2. We're even. The Pilots wearing their home whites with the blue letters and numbers. Looking very much like the LA Dodgers home whites. Roland comes set. Here is the 2-2. It's fouled away, so Dylan Marks will have to head on back to first. The MLB All-Star Game going on tonight. Currently, the score is 6-0 National League over the American League. I don't know if any of you care about that, but that is not quite so competitive in that one. We may keep an eye on that as the game moves along. But the full count pitch is going to land a ball, and that is a second straight walk. So the Pilots all of a sudden looking like they've got a shot to keep this game in check. Chinooks lead it 1-0, but they could easily make something happen here with the dangerous hitter and Andrew Becker at the plate. Becker's hitting .277 with 26 hits, 22 RBIs, and 2 home runs on the year. Luke Roland has been a very effective pitcher for the Chinooks, but a little rocky of a start here. He comes set and delivers. It's inside and low. Mark has noticed that Roland has become a better pitcher when he is pitching from the stretch rather than the windup. We'll see if that continues today. He will get out number one right there. Sacrifice bunt laid down by Becker. And now it is Ruby on second, Marks on third. And it obviously may be that he just kind of needs to get into a groove every time when he works into an inning, but definitely interesting. It could be the fact that simply he just pitches better out of the stretch when he gets a runner on. He likes, I don't know that to say that he likes to do it, but it's kind of what ends up happening is he gives up an opening walk, I would say, over 50% of the time, and he usually is able to bounce back and close out innings very well. He actually threw a no-hitter through, I believe it was 5 innings, 5.5 maybe, or 5 2/3, something like that, in his last appearance. Did he go? Yes, he did. It is 1-2 now for Bergholt. It's Adam Bergholt at the plate now. He's hitting .357 this season. One and two. Fastball fouled back right here in the press box. I don't know if you could hear that very loudly, but that gave me a scare. It's coming straight for my face. Banged right off the wood paneling here. Nevertheless, 1-2 for Adam Bergholt. Bergholt, the designated hitter out of Dallas Baptist University. Two balls, two strikes. Runners on second and third. It is Ruby on second, Marks on third. Roland taking a good long look at second. Now delivers. Slider's fouled away, so we'll do it again at 2-2. Luke Roland comes set. Now he delivers. This one is hit pretty well down the line, but it's foul. So we'll do it again. It landed in the Chinook bullpen over there in left. Two balls, two strikes, one gone. Runners on second and third. Luke Roland comes set. Kicks and throws. It's fouled straight back. We'll do it again. Adam Bergholt, he's staying alive. Working this pitch count up. And like I mentioned, he's used to putting a runner on via the walk to start, but kind of the issue now is he put another on, and he's not necessarily used to that, as he really doesn't give up too many runs. That will make it 1-1, but the Chinooks get the easy out. So now it is B.J. Rodriguez after Bergholt grounds out to first. Gets the RBI, however. It is 1-1 here in Anchorage. Good to know you guys could hear that too, because it gave me a scare. That was loud. I assumed our crowd mic would have had to have picked it up, but I didn't know for sure. Outside, it's 2-0 now to B.J. Rodriguez. A little interesting fact about Rodriguez here is on the season, he kind of came in, playing the outfield, playing well, as this one is picked up by Mitchell. That'll do it. But he kind of injured his arm and hasn't been able to throw too much, but they wanted him out in the outfield because of how well he can track the ball. And so he got put in, and they tell him he doesn't make any throws into the infield. He hits a cutoff man every single time. Just an interesting little fact, and if you see that happen, that is why. But that will do it. It is 1-1 after the Pilots pick up a run on no hits. There was no errors and one left on base. On to the second we go. It is tied 1-1 here in Anchorage. Nick Hockemeyer will lead things off here in the second for the Chinooks. First pitch misses low. It is 1-0. One ball, no strikes. Semino delivers. It's high and away. So 2-0 now to Hockemeyer. Not a whole lot of action in the first inning, but somehow both teams able to get a run across. It is 1-1. Ackermeyer will take the 2-0 pitch and ground it over to short. He goes down. Now it is Trent Cornell at the plate. Ed Peridot checking in, saying, "Let's go Chinooks." Thank you for joining us, as well as everyone else who is in the stream tonight. One gone for Trent Cornell, back in the lineup after a little while. He's been banged up. Man, this whole Chinook team has dealt with a lot of injuries lately. Patrick McGlawn also, after a few days off, he was a little bit banged up. Carson Clark, who is hitting ninth, he is back in the lineup. He made one other appearance, I believe, before this one, but it was 2 or so weeks off for Clark. Of course, Tate Green's been dealing with the injury. He can't play at short because of his shoulder. As Cornell goes down swinging, there's quickly 2 gone here. Tim Reynolds at the plate. Your catcher tonight. There are 2 gone, no one on base. Didn't stop the Chinooks from scoring last inning. Maybe they can make it happen here with the 8 and 9 hitters, Reynolds and Clark. Semino kicks and throws. It's way inside. 2-0 to Reynolds. Wind blowing out towards left today. So if someone's able to get a hold of one, as Reynolds does right there, this one could go the distance. It's gone! Straight to left field. The wind took it over. That is his first of the season. Have a day, Tim Reynolds. You know he needed that one, and the team is pretty pumped about that. Make it 2-1 Chinooks. He gave that ball a good ride. And just like that, the Chinooks are finding ways to put runs on the board with 2 outs. A Tim Reynolds solo shot. The catcher out of TCU, who has not found much success this season, is able to get a little bit right there. Outside, it is 1-0. Carson Clark at the plate now. Still 2 gone, nobody on base, but a little bit more momentum heading the Chinooks' way. And just like that, we've got a pretty exciting ball game going on. Semino delivers. This one's fouled away, so it's 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Semino delivers. It's not going to quite get the call. Freeland tried to frame it, but nothing doing on the curveball. Two and two. This one on the ground. That should do it. And it will. Out number 3, but the Chinooks are able to extend the lead on the Tim Reynolds solo shot. It's 1 run on the 1 hit. No errors, nobody left on base. On to the home half we go. Chinooks lead it 2-1 here in Anchorage. Tailgating, speeding, and darting between lanes, that'll get you noticed and ticketed by the police. Drive sober. Drive sober, slow down. We want you to stop speeding before it stops you. This message brought to you by the Alaska Highway Safety Office. 2-1 Chinooks after the Tim Reynolds home run. He came into the ballgame hitting .059 with just 2 hits, or excuse me, 1 hit on the season. And that is a big number 2. It's quickly 2-0 here to Teasing. Lynn and Teasing set to lead this half inning off. Strike on the outside half. It is 2-1. From the windup, Roland delivers. Fastball just a little high. It is 3-1 now. Luke Roland delivers the 3-1. Gets the bottom right corner. Teasing was ready to head on to first, but umpire says no. So we are full on the opening batter in the bottom half. Here's the full count pitch. It's not close. That will be a leadoff walk for the Glacier Pilots. Hunter Klotz at the plate. The first baseman hitting .167 on the season. So, seems like the script is going as per usual for Luke Roland. Swing and a miss from Klotz. It's 0-1. Pitching from the windup, he gives up an opening walk. There's the 0-1 now. This one's fouled away. So 0-2. Scott McGlawn checking in from Auburn, Alabama. Says, let's go Nooks. Thank you for joining us. Chinooks leading it 2-1 here in Anchorage. Here's the 0-2 pitch from Roland. This one's given a good ride here out towards center. But the play is made by Peridot, and it is one gone. Got a little too much underneath it, did Klotz. And runner on first is Teasing. There is one out for Ryan Christensen. Ryan Christensen came to Alaska about 2 weeks ago, joined the Glacier Pilots along with Jet Ruby. This one's hit well down the line, but it's going to be playable. And that is made by Aiden Tauscher. So quickly, there is 2 gone for Carter Freeland. This is seeming like a normal Luke Roland script. Give up the 1 walk and respond real quickly. Carter Freeland, the catcher out of the University of Memphis. But as I was saying about Ryan Christensen, he came to Alaska and did not get a hit for his first week. And it seems like he's turned it around just a little bit. .093 with 4 hits, an RBI, and a home run on the season. So he needed that. He was an everyday outfielder for Sacramento State. So I know they were expecting big things from him, but just took a little bit to get going. That'll do it for the second inning. The play is made by Carson Clark to get Freeland with no trouble at all. It is no runs on no hits. No errors. One left on base. On to the third we go. It is 2-1 Chinooks here in Anchorage. Welcome back to Mulcahy Stadium here in Anchorage. Leading off for your Chinooks, it is Aiden Tauscher. He went down swinging his first time up. It is Tauscher Green, Peridot due up. He will put this one right between the gap in first and second, but the play is made by Ruby. Gets over there as it wasn't hit too hard. So Aiden Tauscher falls victim to Semino. He's out number one. Tate Green, who grounded out to second his first time around, will step to the plate now. Tate Green, who started out scorching hot this year, has cooled off mightily as of late, needing to find his swing again. This Glacier Pilots team would be the place to do it. They are not pitching it well this year. This one out towards center. Easy play there for Andrew Becker, and it's quickly 2 gone. The 2 out hits have been flowing today for the Chinooks. Can they get another one right here? Isaiah Peridot, who drew a 2 out walk his last time up. He scored on it as well. Will step to the plate. Semino comes set. The lefty kicks and deals. Good breaking ball, falls into the zone, started above Peridot's head. 0-1. He'll toe the rubber and come set. That is strike 2, gets the call on the inside half. So Peridot's behind. Where does Semino go? 1 pitch away from getting out of the inning. Misses just outside there, so it's 1-2. Wind blowing still out towards left field as it misses again right off the corner, 2-2. We saw it blow Tim Reynolds' home run right out of the ballpark. See if it can do something similar for anyone else. That was nearly a base hit. Coach Tim Cole on the third base line there wanted it fair, but umpire says no. Just missed. 2's across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 gone. It is Isaiah Peridot at the plate. Semino delivers. This one easily scooped up by Klotz. He flips it over to Semino in time for out number 3. Down go the Chinooks in short order. 3 up, 3 down. And it is on to the home half. No runs on no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. It is 2-1 Chinooks here in Anchorage. Leading off here in the third for the Pilots, it is Dylan Marks. He walked his first time up, came around to score as well. Decent crowd here at Mulcahy Stadium. Not big, but compared to what we've seen some of the nights, doesn't look too bad. Obviously, I can't tell fully what it's looking like, but we got some fans in the stands. It is the Boys and Girls Club night here at the ballpark. Doing some t-shirt tosses. It is 0-1 after Marks fouls the first pitch away. Rolling from the windup, kicks and throws. It is low, 1-1. The American League starting to come back in this All-Star game. It is 6-4. So, if you're a fan of the American League, don't give up hope yet. What a diving play out there in right. Aiden Tauscher lays out like Superman to make that play. That'll rob Dylan Marks of a base hit. What a grab. So there is one gone with nobody on base, thanks to Aiden Tauscher. Jet Ruby will step to the plate. He walked his first time around. He'll line one straight up the middle. That's a base hit. So one gone with a runner on first for Andrew Becker. He grounded out on the bunt. So it was actually a very crucial sacrifice bunt from Andrew Becker in the first. It got Marks into scoring position. And then Bergholt knocked him home on his ground out. So it's been all small ball today for the Pilots. That was also the first hit of the ball game for the Glacier Pilots. So Jet Ruby coming in big there. He's hitting .327 on the season, so that's just going to go up. You know, like I mentioned, him and Ryan Christensen came in at the same time. And boy, was it two different stories. Jet Ruby had a slow game one, but other than that, he came out firing. Got out to a hot start and has maintained it. Ryan Christensen, on the other hand, like I said, 0 for in the first week and just took a while for him to find his groove. This one is out towards center, going towards his right. Play is made by Peridot, and that is out number 2. So Becker goes down. Now it is Adam Bergholt. He is 0 for 1, but did knock in the run in the first. Mark says about 170 here at Mulcahy or so. So not a huge number, like I said, but more than we've seen some nights at Mulcahy. This one's got a little too much air underneath it. Shallow center field for Peridot. That's an easy play for out number 3. On to the fourth we go. It was no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. It is 2-1 Chinooks here in Anchorage after 3.
Services is an Alaskan corporation with primary operations on the North Slope.
Jake Mitchell set to lead off the fourth for the Chinooks. He had the RBI single his last time up. He'll take one that the umpire says catches the zone. It's 0-1. Thought it was a little inside, but umpire says it's 0-1. Now it's 0-2. Mitchell fans on a high fastball. It is Mitchell, McGlaw, and Hockemeyer due up. That should be a deadly 1-2-3. Misses just low, so it is 1-2. The Anchorage Glacier Pilots are mathematically eliminated from playoff contention. The Chinooks, nearly so. It would take the Chinooks winning out all the way and the Bucks losing all the way for us to get in, except for the Chinooks could lose one to the Pilots or the Miners, but not the Bucks. So if the Chinooks fell to the Miners, say, in one of their two in the doubleheader on Thursday, and the Bucks lost every single game from then on, the Chinooks could make it, but Chinooks have to win out, and they're going to need some help if they want to make the playoffs. More realistically, the Chinooks are fighting for not last with this Glacier Pilot team. Jake Mitchell went down swinging, and there is one out. Patrick McGlaw at the plate. He grounded out his first time up. 1-1 to McGlaw. Patrick McGlaw, the UAB Blazer. He is hitting .328 on the season. As this one is skied on the infield. That is out number 2. Now it is Nick Hockemeyer at the plate. He is 0 for 1 today, grounded out his first time up. We are moving through this game real fast. See if the pace of play continues. Outside, it was low and away. 1-0 now to Hockemeyer. Semino delivers one inside. Had to do a little roll there to move out of the way of that pitch. 2-0 now to Hockemeyer. Cole Semino from the windup. Kicks and throws. Good job framing it by Freeland. Gets the call. It is 2-1. Here's a 2-1 from Semino. It's fouled away down the line, and we are 2-2 even. Got a soccer game going on in the background at AFS, Anchorage Football Stadium. What a lovely night just to take in any kind of outdoor event. It is outside, so we're full. Payoff pitch coming for Semino. This is a lovely surprise after yesterday was cloudy and drizzly all day, and the rain got a little worse in the evening. It's fouled back, so we'll do it again. But today has cleared up and been just a spectacular day for Alaska League Baseball. Doesn't get much better than this. The full count pitch just falls out of the zone. Nick Hockemeyer will take a walk. And it is Trent Cornell at the plate. He's got a runner on first with 2 gone. Cornell struck out swinging his first time up. On deck, it is Tim Reynolds. He went deep his first time up today. It was that go-ahead home run that made it 2-1. Swing and a miss on the first pitch to Cornell. It's 0-1. Semino will throw on to first. Close play, but Hockenmeyer's in there safely. Semino from his close stance there delivers one low and away. So it's 1-1 now to Cornell. The Matsu Miners are a lock for the championship game at this point, sitting in an incredible spot this season. They have won, I believe it is 14 in a row. Last loss came to the Chinooks. That was back in June, that 10-8 win for the Chinooks in Palmer. It is 2-2 now to Cornell. Of course, that was the second time the Chinooks blew an 8-0 lead and somehow still won it. But that will do it. Cornell goes down looking. And it is on to the home half we go. No runs on no hits, no errors, one left on base. 2-1 Chinooks here in Anchorage. Leading off for the Glacier Pilots, it's B.J. Rodriguez. He's 0 for 1 today. Luke rolling back on the mound for the Chinooks. He's playing with a one-run lead. First pitch to Rodriguez from the windup. Strike at the knees. Good pitch there. It is 0-1. Let's run through the ABL standings here. In the lead, it is those Matsu Miners 19-5 as we close down on the last week of league play before the championship series next week. 19-5. It has been 14 straight for this Miners team. 0-2 to Rodriguez. It's nowhere close. It gets away, but no one's on base, so it is no harm, no foul for the Chinooks, 1-2. Sitting in that second spot is those Anchorage Bucks, who the Chinooks are chasing, but it's more than likely going to be in vain. 14-11 for the Bucks. They're more than likely going to slot into that 2 seed and have to travel to the Miners first in the series. Your Chinooks sitting half a game above the Glacier Pilots for last place, 8-16 for the Chinooks, 8-17 for the Glacier Pilots. Chinooks will have to make up that half game in the doubleheader on Thursday against the Miners. 2-2 now to Rodriguez. Here's the 2-2 pitch outside, and Rodriguez will take first. Looks like the scoreboard had that a little off, and it would have been full. But nothing new for Roland. Delivers a walk to start it out. Now he gets to pitch from the stretch. Landon teasing at the plate. He walked his first time up. And, of course, he was the first batter of the inning in the second. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Your Chinooks will head home to close the season on a 4-game homestand after tonight. The throw on to second. There's no one there to make a play, so it is a stolen base for Rodriguez. He's into second with ease. So nobody gone and a runner on second now for the Pilots. A base hit could make this a tie ball game. Roland comes set from the stretch. Checking on second, kicks and throws. It's outside, 2-1 now to Teasing. Teasing will step back in the box. He's got a nice gap between first and second. Can he put it there? It's outside, so 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. Roland needing to find the zone. Very efficient ball games for both teams. 3 runs total on 3 hits total. This one out towards right. The play is made by Tauscher. The throw back nearly got him. Clark knew there was a chance. He's hopping around. But nevertheless, the Chinooks do get the 1 out. Teasing out to right. He was able to put it right down the gap, but just a little too much air underneath it. Klotz flew out his first time up. He's got a runner on second with 1 gone. Roland delivers up and away, so 1-0. One ball, 1 strike, or excuse me, 1 ball, no strikes. Wind blowing strong here in Anchorage. It is going to be a swing and a miss. 1-1 now to Klotz. Hunter Klotz came into the league. He was a week and a half or so late. As that one misses just outside on the curveball, 2-1. And he really was swinging a hot bat when he first got here, but has cooled down quite a bit since. 167 on the season. And it misses again, so 3-1. Roland really needing to lock in and find the zone. Luke Roland checking on second, now delivers. Swing and a miss, so we're full. He's working his way back. Full count with 1 gone, runner on second. Here it comes from Roland, looking for that punch-out pitch. This one is hit well to right, but Tauscher's got a beat on it. That is out number 2. The throw back in will not be anywhere in time to get him at third. So Rodriguez moves up a base, but there is 2 gone. Ryan Christensen at the plate. We've talked about him a little bit in this ballgame. He started out very cold and just heating up a tinge this season. He's 0 for 1 in the ballgame so far today. Outside, 1-0. If I'm not mistaken, however, we have not seen him get a hit against us this year. 1-0. He's looking to change it right here. The 1-0 pitch is hit absolutely to the moon in foul territory. And it looks like he didn't make the play. Tate Green stuck his glove out and just hoped and prayed, and it didn't quite fall where he wanted it to. I couldn't quite see it from my view here in the press box, but it is 1-1, just a very high strike. It's low in the turf, so 2-1 now. Roland delivers. This one's fouled away, so 2-2. One strike away from getting out of it. He's got a runner on third. They're trying to get him home. B.J. Rodriguez walked to start it out. Then he stole second, advanced on the fly ball. And that will do it. Sends Christensen fishing on the fastball. And it is the end of the fourth. No runs on no hits, no errors, one left on base. Fifth inning coming your way. It is 2-1 Chinooks here in Anchorage. Driving fast doesn't get you anywhere except in trouble. When you speed, you're subject to fines, points on your record, or worse, you could injure yourself or someone else. So before you think fast, think of the consequences. Stop speeding before it stops you. This message brought to you by the Alaska Highway Safety Office. Cole Cimino delivers to Tim Reynolds. Nasty breaking ball there. Pulls the string on it, it's 0-1. Tim Reynolds went deep his first time up. He'll take strike two, and he's behind. It is Reynolds, Clark, Tauscher due up here in the fifth. Both of these starters have pitched well. Misses just outside, 1-2 now to Reynolds. Only 2 hits given up by Cimino. 1 by Roland. Did he go? Yes, he did. That'll sit Reynolds down to start out the 5th inning. Now it is Carson Clark. He's 0 for 1 grounded out his first time up. Of course, one of those Cimino hits he gave up was a big one. The solo shot to Tim Reynolds, which is the difference in the ballgame right now. Pulls it back after he shows bunt. It's high, 1-0. Just a gorgeous evening here in Anchorage. Wind is blowing straight across the diamond right now. 2 balls, no strikes here to Clark. Cimino delivers just outside. So it is 3-0 to Clark. He is ahead. Can Cimino get it back in the zone? No, he cannot. It's upstairs. 4 pitches and 4 balls to Clark. It's a runner on with one gone. And as we head back to the top of the order, it's Aiden Tauscher at the plate. 0 for 2 in the ball game. Let's get an update here in just a moment on the Bucks minors score. Simoneau delivers. Got the slider in there on the top half, 0-1. Looks like got some mild action going on in the Chinook bullpen. Nobody really getting warm as this one's up the middle. That's a base hit for Aiden Tauscher. So it's first and second now for the Chinooks. Maybe they can add on to this lead. It's Clark on second, Tauscher at first, as Tate Green steps to the plate, 0 for 2. There is one gone. Simoneau checks on second. Now he delivers. Misses just outside on the curveball, 1-0. One ball, no strikes. The Miners are playing the Bucks in Palmer at Herman Brothers Field. It's the bottom of the fourth. The Bucks lead the Miners as this one dribbled just down the line, foul. So that is big. Definitely watch that. But we know this Miners team will just hang around until they pop a big inning. We'll see if they can do that here tonight. 1-0 is essentially not a lead when you're playing the Miners. And that check swing will be appealed, and he did not go. So 2-1 now to Green. If the Bucks are able to pull out this victory over the Miners, the Chinooks are eliminated from playoff contention. Misses just outside to Green, and it's 3-1 now. Bases potentially loaded for Isaiah Peridot. There is one gone, but an opportunity here. Here's a 3-1 pitch from Simoneau. Upstairs and load them up. The Chinooks are full here in Anchorage. It is Tauscher on second, Clark on third. Isaiah Peridot at the plate. He is 0 for 1. Did walk and score back in the first. Bases are loaded full of fish. Here with one gone. It's outside, 1-0. Peridot will step back in. It is Jake Mitchell on deck. Simoneau delivers inside, and it is 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. Simoneau has to pick a good pitch here. Needing to get something in the zone or else this becomes trouble. Misses in that same spot just off the inside of the plate. So 3-0. Does Peridot get the green light? I would imagine no. Scoreboard says no outs, but there is one. He does get the green light. Comes up empty, though. Well, that's not true. He fouled it back, but results the same, 3-1. Tim Reynolds was the first out of the inning. He struck out swinging on a check swing that he went around. Here's a 3-1 pitch from Simoneau. leaves it outside, and that will send one home walking. Carson Clark makes it 3-1 Chinooks. So 2 straight walks puts Semino in a bit of trouble. Skip heads out for the Pilots, and we'll see if they're about to make a change. Doesn't look like it. Just going to calm him down, see if they can't get an out. There is action in the Pilot bullpen, however. It is Tauscher on third, Green on second, Peridot on first. Umpire will head out to the mound to break up the meeting. It is Jake Mitchell at the plate. He had that RBI single back in the first, struck out swinging his next time up. What can he do with the bases loaded and one gone? Jake Mitchell came into the ballgame hitting .256 with 21 hits, 10 RBIs, and 2 home runs. He is adding to that total already today. Takes a swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Again, wind blowing across the diamond. Doesn't quite have the same fortunate wind that Tim Reynolds did on his home run. Misses low, 1-1. This is where this ball game gets interesting. Top of the 5th here. It's 3-1 Chinooks. Either the Pilots are able to strap it down and keep this ball game interesting, or the Chinooks kind of blow it open. It is all in Semino's hands. Good pitch there. What looked like high and inside is able to fall in there. 1-2. Curveball is able to find the zone. So he's got Mitchell on the ropes here. Patrick McGlawn on deck. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Misses just outside. Freeland tried to frame it but didn't get the call, so we're even 2-2. Mark says it looks like number 30 for the Pilots that is warming. So we'll take a look and see who that would be. This one lifted out towards center. Should be a sacrifice fly for Mitchell. Make it 4-1 Chinooks with 2 gone. Aiden Tauscher comes home. Everybody else stays put on the throw. Now it is Patrick McGlawn at the plate. He's 0 for 2 today. Got runners on first and second, and now it will be the new pitcher in for the Glacier Pilots. We will take a break, get you his name and number and some stats when we come back. New pitcher into the ball game for the Glacier Pilots. It is Colby Sturman, the Soldotna, Alaska native. An ERA of 5.4 for Sturman. No wins or losses on 2 appearances. Pitched 5 innings, given up 6 hits, 3 runs, all of them earned, 7 walks, 1 strikeout for Sturman. He will start his day off with Patrick McGlawn. Leaves one well inside, 1-0. It is Tate Green on second, Peridot on first. There are 2 gone for McGlawn. Sturman comes set. Here is the 1-0. Misses just off the outside of the plate. 2-0 now. Two balls, no strikes. Sturman delivers. Nearly got him on the inside, but it'll be 3-0. Tessa Sturman checking in, cheering on Colby. And a big shout out to the Soldotna Little League All-Star team cheering on Colby in the stands today. So big thank you to all of them for showing up here in Anchorage. And thank you to Tessa for joining us on the broadcast tonight. We appreciate it. 3-1 after Sturman is able to stick one in the zone. Here's a 3-1 pitch. Inside and low. That will load him back up for the Chinooks. McGlawn takes ball 4. So 2 gone, bases loaded as Nick Hockemeyer steps to the plate. That Chinook walk sponsored by Global Credit Union. Or excuse me, that Chinook walk is sponsored by Painting Shack Duncan and Shackelford, putting a fresh smile on your old house. This one is given a ride out towards right, but that should do it. Underneath it is Ryan Christensen, and the Chinooks only get 2. It's 2 runs on just 1 hit. No errors, and 3 left on base. On to the home half we go. It is 4-1 Chinooks here in Anchorage. Carter Freeland set to lead off the bottom of the 5th for the Glacier Pilots. Luke Rowland still on the mound for the Chinooks. We saw the Pilot starter Cole Simino get pulled in this inning. We'll see if Rowland can go the distance. First pitch to Freeland. Outside, it's 1-0. Rowland has only given up 1 hit in the ballgame so far. It did result, or it did not result in a run. It was actually in the second inning that hit came off the bat of Jet Ruby. This one is lifted sky high into center field. Going back on it is Peridot. That is out number 1. The run for the Pilots actually came on 2 walks. A sacrifice bunt, and then a ground out drove him home. Now back to the top of the Pilots order. It is Dylan Marks at the plate. He is 0 for 1. Did walk and score back in the first. That was the run we were talking about. Strike at the knees, 0-1. Rolling kicks and throws. Fouls it off. Kind of checks his swing there, and it hits the bat. So quickly 0-2. Roland is ahead. There's one gone. Bases are empty. From the windup, Roland delivers. It's fouled away. We'll do it again at 0-2. Wind still blowing very strong. You could even argue stronger based on what the flags are doing out there. They are rippling in that wind. I could feel it pregame too, blowing pretty good. Misses outside, so it's 1-2. See if Roland can attack right here just to get out of it against the dangerous hitter in Dylan Marks. This one softly grounded, just fouled down the line. So we will see another one at 1-2. We're coming down towards the end of the All-Star game down in Atlanta, Georgia. As it is 1-2. Roland kicks and throws from the windup. Lifted straight into the air on the infield. Tate Green underneath it. That should be out number 2, and it will be. Now it is Jet Ruby at the plate. He is 1 for 1. Has that single and a walk in the ball game. That's the only Pilot hit of the game. It is 6-4 still down there in Atlanta. National League leads the American League. Top of the 9th. So the National League looking to close it out. It was a Pete Alonso home run. That has been the bulk of those runs for the National League. And for the American League, 3 runs on a Brent Rooker home run. Upstairs. And Jet Ruby's ahead now, 3-0. There are 2 gone, so with bases loaded, you got a base to give, obviously, but would love to just get out of the inning. Gets a strike on the corner, 3-1 now. Three balls, 1 strike. Roland from the windup, kicks and deals. Misses upstairs and away, and that will be a runner on first with 2 gone. Andrew Becker to the plate. He's 0 for 2. As the Chinooks finish up this season, we head on home. What a blessing to be able to finish the season at home. As that one hits Becker. So all of a sudden, the Pilots are looking like they might be threatening. First and second with Adam Bergholt, a very good hitter at the plate. He's 0 for 2 today, but we know what he can do. Comes into the game hitting .357. After today, for the Chinooks, it is back home against the Bucks tomorrow, 6 o'clock at Lee Jordan Field. Then a doubleheader on Thursday against the Miners. 2 of them starting at 4 o'clock. 1-0 here now to Bergholt. Roland checking on second. Ruby dancing over there. He steps off. Trying to keep him close. Then on Friday, So they're counting that as a ball. They're saying he went into his throwing motion there, and that's where he threw it. So ball 2, 2-0. We will see this Glacier Pilots team for the last time on Friday. That is, of course, at home at 6 o'clock. We finished the season against the Anchorage Bucks, 6 o'clock at Lee Jordan. Now, Coach Tim Cole wants an explanation on that ball. It is 3-0 as it currently sits to Bergholt. One more ball, and this would load him up. We will resume play here. Luke Rowland needs to find the zone. I mean, you get B.J. Rodriguez at the plate next, but of course that's an out you can get, but you have to throw strikes. And we've seen already too many times where, you know, you just send guys home walking, as that's going to be ball 4. 3 straight guys onto base for free. It's Ruby on third, Becker on second, Bergholt on first. And it is B.J. Rodriguez at the plate. He's 0 for 1, but did walk in the ball game last inning. So you really, really have to be careful here. I know it seems like the Chinooks are in control, but 4-1 goes away real quickly. Just ask the Miners. They have come back from many a Chinook lead. Even this Pilots team has made a few runs on a Chinook lead. It was 11-3 at one point last week, and the Pilots made it 11-8. So 4-1 is nothing. 0-2 to Rodriguez, however, so a good spot for Rowland. Got to attack right here. It is fouled just over my head here in the press box, so we'll do it again at 0-2. This would be very impressive work if Rowland can get out of this thing. Obviously not quite so that he got into this situation in the first place. A walk, a hit by pitch, and then a walk again, but got to show a little resilience. It's fouled off again, so Rodriguez not wanting to go down easy. It is still 0-2. The 0-2 pitch, it is poked just down the line, so the count is frozen here at 0-2. Mark says he's pitching from the stretch with bases loaded, which seems to be a smart decision for Rowland based on what we've seen. Misses just outside, 1-2. But then again, he wasn't able to find the zone when pitching from the stretch with runners on first and second. So who knows, but he had it at an 0-2 count, so we'll give him credit there. Can he finish the job? Upstairs, and we're even, 2-2. Cannot let Rodriguez back into this count. Got Landon teasing on deck. Here's the 2-2 pitch. It misses high once more, so we are full. A huge payoff pitch for Luke Rowland. How long is his leash? Rowland comes set from the stretch. Here it comes. Got him! Gets the call on the corner. Rodriguez goes down. And what a pitch from Roland. That will end the 5th. No runs across. Rodriguez was ready to head to first, but umpire had other plans. No runs on no hits, no errors. 3 left on base. On to the 6th we go. Chinooks lead at 4-1. Sixth inning of ABL baseball coming your way. It is Chinooks Pilots here at Mulcahy Stadium. Your Chinooks hold a 4-1 lead over this Glacier Pilot team at the moment. Colby Sturman back on the mound. He will face Trent Cornell, who is 0 for 2 today. Struck out both times. Sturman kicks and throws. Big curveball drops in there. It is 0-1. It looked like it was nowhere close, but started dropping real quick and fell all the way. 0-1. It is bounced in the turf. 1-1 now. 1 ball, 1 strike. It is the 7, 8, 9 hitters due up for the Chinooks. Cornell, Reynolds, and Clark. Sturman kicks and throws. It's fouled back, so 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Colby Sturman comes set. Swing and a miss on the breaking ball, and that is going to do it. Steps on the bag. And there's one gone. Trent Cornell has just not been able to come up with anything today. Tim Reynolds at the plate now. He is 1 for 2, but of course, he had that big solo shot back in the 2nd. See what he can do here against Colby Sturman. First pitch to him, low on the curveball, 1-0. We've reached the hour-and-a-half mark, and we're already in the 6th inning. So doing pretty well on moving through the ball game. If it weren't for that 5th inning, we would be zooming. But ultimately, when you have good baseball on the docket, it doesn't matter how long you're going. A night at the ballpark is about as good as you're going to get, especially on a night like this. Inside, 3-0. So Tim Reynolds looking to take first on a walk potentially here. Sturman leaves it low, and 4 straight pitches results in 4 straight balls for Tim Reynolds. He is on first with one gone, and it's Carson Clark stepping to the plate. He really has not been quite the same since coming back from injury. See if he can turn things around here in this last week of ABL play. Sturman comes set from the stretch. He delivers. He pops one back on a bunt, and that is going to be strike one. Carter Freeland couldn't come up with it. That Chinook foul ball sponsored by Global Credit Union. Colby Sturman comes set. He's got a runner on first. That is Tim Reynolds. It's low. It gets away. Reynolds on to second. He might turn for three. He decides to hold up. So it is 1-1. That Tim Reynolds walk sponsored by the Painting Shack. Duncan and Shackelford putting a fresh smile on your old house. One ball, one strike. Sturman delivers. It's fouled down the line. 1-2 now. Mark says it looks like, yes, number 44 is warming in the pen. I can see it as well. That is Caleb Freeman. Some of the guys' numbers are jumbled up after yesterday they walked, or I believe it was actually Saturday, they walked in the Bear Paw Parade. And this one's straight at Dylan Marks. He gets to the bag for two, and that will do it. So we will see Caleb Freeman a little sooner than expected to double play, as Luke Rowland is done for the day, says Mark. It is no runs on no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. On to the home half we go. 4-1 Chinooks here in Anchorage. This Chinook call to the bullpen brought to you by your locally owned Napa Auto Parts. It is Caleb Freeman on the mound for the Chinooks tonight. He normally wears number 35, but he's repping the double 4 today, 44 for Freeman. And all the jerseys for some of these guys got a little jumbled up after the parade they walked in. on Saturday. Caleb Freeman out of Jacksonville University, hometown of Greer, South Carolina. 4.5 the ERA for Freeman. 1 win, no losses on 3 appearances. Pitched 6 innings, given up 3 hits, 3 runs, all of them earned, 4 walks, 5 strikeouts for Freeman. He will face Landon Teasing to start his day out here in the bottom of the 6th. Teasing is 0 for 1 so far. Let's take another look at some scores. It is tied 1-1 out in Palmer at Herman Brothers Field. Bottom of the 6th there, so got a tight one. Let me know if we need first base more. I think I adjusted it during the half inning. Let me know if it's not good enough. Again, Freeman comes set, and this one is kind of jammed on the infield there. A little pop fly to Tate Green. So that is out number 1. Teasing goes down. Now it is Hunter Klotz. He's 0 for 2. Now an update from the MLB All-Star Game in Atlanta. It is tied 6-6. The American League has come back and tied it. We're headed to extras, but it says we're delayed. So we'll keep an eye on that. But for now, tie ball game in the All-Star Game. Headed to extras. Down and in. 1-1 now to Klotz. Hunter Klotz has flown out both times up today. One and one. Now it is 2-1 after that one misses low. Freeman getting the sign here from Reynolds. Now he has one he likes. Comes set. Here's the 2-1. Fouled straight back to the screen. Make it 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 gone for Hunter Klotz here in the bottom of the 6th. The Chinooks leading the Glacier Pilots 4-1. It's fouled back once more, so we'll do it again at 2-2. This is going to be a big win for the Chinooks if they can hold on. Needing every single game if they want a chance at that 2 spot in the championship series against the Miners. Of course, it all doesn't matter if the Bucks beat the Miners today. The Bucks have to keep losing out, which admittedly is going to be a tall task. It's outside. Make that 3-2. We're full. So a big pitch here for Klotz. Can he make something happen? Swing and a miss. Caleb Freeman gets him down on strikes. And there is 2 gone. Finds the right pitch in the full count. And now there's 2 gone. Bases empty for Ryan Christensen. Christensen is 0 for 2 today. Thank you, Mark, for letting me know the camera looks good. Appreciate that. Swing and a miss. He was trying to go deep right there. Came up empty. Freeman shakes off a couple. Now he's got one. he likes. Here's the 0-1. It's low and away. 1-1. Now to Christensen. We'll see if Colby Sturman gets another inning for the Pilots, or if they will go to the bullpen even deeper. This one lifted high in the air on the infield. Tate Green underneath it. That'll do it. 1, 2, 3, they go. Caleb Freeman gets a 3-up, 3-down inning here in the 6th. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base for the Pilots. On to the 7th. We go. 4-1 Chinooks here in Anchorage. Aiden Tauscher at the plate for the Chinooks. It will be Colby Sturman back on the mound for the Pilots. 4-1 the score. It is the 1, 2, 3 hitters due up for the Chinooks. Tauscher, Green, Peridot. Sturman comes set. And here is the delivery. Outside, 1-0. Down in Georgia, it is not going to be extra innings. It is a sudden death home run swing off to win the MLB All-Star game. Definitely going to make for an interesting finish. The AL came back from down 6-0 and have tied it up. And even more interesting, the American League has decided not to put Aaron Judge in the festivities there to try and win the ball game. Aaron Judge, of course, a former Anchorage Glacier Pilot. Strike right at the knees. Found the zone on the 3-0 pitch. So 3-1 now to Aiden Tauscher. Top of the 7th here. The Pilots really needing to put up a few runs if they want to make this thing interesting. Of course, we've seen the Pilots do it the last 2 times we've played here. But that will be a walk to Aiden Tauscher. That will be how the 7th inning starts. Now it is Tate Green. It is 0 for 2 for him. He did walk his last time up. Mark says, send Cal up. I don't believe Cal is hitting it either. Let me get you those names for both sides. It's 3 apiece. Strike on the curveball to Green. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. No Cal Raleigh. No. No Aaron Judge. Let's see. It is Brent Rooker, Jonathan Aranda and Randy Arozarena for the AL, Pete Alonso, Kyle Schwarber, and Kyle Stowers for the NL. Definitely interesting, but we'll see how it ends up. The throw won't get there. It is a stolen base for Aiden Tauscher. The throw didn't even go to the plate. And my goodness, definitely a gutsy move there, but got it anyway. So Tauscher into second now with nobody out. 1-1 to Tate Green. Isaiah Peredo on deck. Man, this hit column is still looking rather meager. 3 for the Chinooks, 1 for the Pilots. Neither team really doing a whole lot on the offensive side of the ball, except for the fact that there's been a lot of runners on base just because the pitchers haven't been able to find the zone a whole ton. This one is out towards center, but easy play there for Becker. So there's one gone. Now it is Isaiah Peredo at the plate. He's 0 for 1, has walked twice in the ballgame. Jake Mitchell is on deck for the Chinooks. As long as there's no double play here, he will see the plate. First pitch to Peredo. Catches the bottom corner there. It is 0-1. And, of course, you've got a runner on second with one out. Anything can happen. You can start to extend this lead. We've seen a lot of two-out hits from the Chinooks today. Here's the 0-1. A hanging curveball, just couldn't quite get all of it. And he fouls it down the line. So 0-2. Peredo's shaking his head because he knew that was a pitch to hit. Everyone in the stands did, but just a little early on it. Or late, excuse me. Here's the 0-2. Sturman is ahead. Can he make the punch out right here? No, it's outside. 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. It's upstairs. 2-2. Colby Sturman just looking for the pitch that will get him to out number 2 here. Trying to find it on Isaiah Peredo. Here it comes. Outside again. Good snag from Carter Freeland to keep that from getting away. So we are full. Isaiah Peredo has worked all the way back from 0-2. Jake Mitchell waiting on deck. Here is the 3-2 pitch from Sturman. He comes set. Checks on first. And delivers. Fastball right down the middle. Peredo couldn't pull the trigger. And Sturman gets out number 2. Good pitch. Peredo did not like it for some reason. But good fastball. Just got him frozen. Jake Mitchell at the plate now. He singled his first time up, then struck out in the 4th. Sacrifice fly in the 5th for Mitchell. Thank you for checking in, RP. Chinooks do have the lead. It is 4-1. Looking to add one more right here. Jake Mitchell at the plate. He's responsible for plating 2 of the Chinook runs. An RBI single in the 1st. The sacrifice fly in the 5th. 2 gone. Runner on second is Tauscher. Here's the 1-0. Inside and low on the curveball. 2-0. Now to Mitchell. Colby Sturman comes set. 2 balls, no strikes. Kicks and throws. Fastball, foul tipped right behind the catcher, Freeland. So it's 2-2. We're even now. On deck it is Patrick McGlone. He is 0 for 2 with a walk in the ballgame. Sturman. Ready's up. He's set. Kicks and throws. Just misses. Down low. The breaking ball fell out. So 3-1. Now to Mitchell. Three balls, 1 strike. Wind blowing out towards left. Couldn't get the call on the outside half. Freeland tried to frame it the best he could, but it is going to be ball 4. Mitchell heads on to first, making it first and second for the Chinooks. Patrick McGlone, coming to the plate here in the top of the 7th. There are 2 gone, so the Pilots can get out of it at any moment without any damage done. But also an opportunity for the Chinooks to plate one right here. If you can get it to the wall, potentially both runs come home. This is outside, 1-0. One ball, no strikes. Here it comes from Sturman. It bounces in the turf, and the runners are going to go second and third now for the Chinooks. Tauscher on third, and Mitchell is on second. Real opportunity now for McGlone. Doesn't have to be much of a base hit to score them both now. Hockemeyer on deck. 2-0. Can Sturman put something in the zone? This one down the line foul, 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike. Sturman looking for his sign. Now he comes set. Gets the call on the inside. That's strike 2. 2-2 now. Twos across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 2 runners on. It's second and third for the Chinooks. Sturman delivers. It is foul tipped back, nearly caught by Freeland. That would have ended the inning, but couldn't quite make the snag. As for the ball game over in Palmer, the Bucks have taken a 3-1 lead here in the top of the 7th. As McGlone swings through, that'll do it. Couldn't make anything happen there, and that will end the top of the 7th. No runs on no hits, no errors, 2 left on base. On to the home half. We will stretch here in Anchorage. The 7th inning stretch brought to you by Edward Jones. It is 4-1 Chinooks. CJ Freeland will lead off the bottom half of the 7th. It is still Caleb Freeman on the mound for the Chinooks. It's Caleb Freeman. Yeah, he's wearing a different jersey tonight. No balls, 1 strike now to Freeland. Swing and a miss on the slider there, 0-2. Caleb Freeman had a great start there in the 6th. This one's lifted into the air in left. Hockemeyer underneath it. This should be out number 1. And it is. Puts the squeeze on it. That'll bring us back to the top of the Pilots order with Dylan Marks. He is 0 for 2 today. Did walk and score back in the 1st. Now it is 1 gone with bases empty for Marks. He steps in now. Caleb Freeman comes set. Delivers. Fouls one down the line on a check swing. 0-1. Yeah, Mark, we do. We have a tie ball game headed into the home run derby to win it. The National League takes the victory on the tiebreaker as it misses inside 1-1. And, man, people are going to be questioning the AL's decisions on their hitters for a while, I think. National League wins 4-3 on the tiebreaker. It was 6-6 tie heading into the tiebreaker. And this one's ripped out towards second. That'll do it for Marks. It is Jet Ruby at the plate. He's 1 for 1. Has a single and 2 walks in the ballgame. Caleb Freeman really pitching it well in his 4th appearance on the season. Outside, 1-0. Just very interesting, the American League's choices on who they sent to the plate to swing the bat in the home run derby. Rooker, Aranda, and Arozarena. Not that any of those guys obviously can swing the bat. Rooker had a home run in the ball game itself, but I mean, you had Aaron Judge, Cal Raleigh, and Vlad Guerrero Jr. just waiting to potentially swing it, but they elected, and maybe they didn't want to do it. So, you know, Raleigh already won his home run derby title. Don't want to do it again. Kind of a similar thing with those other guys in that they just didn't feel like going out there and try and swing for the fences. But either way, the National League able to take the All-Star game. 2-2 now to Ruby. He fouled it back as Freeman is 1 strike away from getting out of the 7th. It misses outside. Now we have a payoff pitch. We are full with 2 gone. Bases are empty. Jet Ruby has not gotten out in the ball game yet. This would be a big out for Freeman. Kicks and throws. Fouls it back. So Ruby is not going to go down easy here. It is still 4-1 Chinooks. The Pilots running out of outs to make something happen, but we've seen it doesn't take a whole lot for them to make something happen. Had a grand slam last time we saw him here. That was in the 8th inning, and sure made it an exciting ball game that did not need to be. Jet Ruby will take ball 4, and that is his 3rd walk of the game. Just cannot seem to punch him out today. Andrew Becker at the plate. Last time we saw an injury, this was in the 5th. Same situation. Both Marks and Freeland went down. Ruby walked, and then, you know what happened? The bases got loaded. Roland was able to get out of it, but a scare for sure. Andrew Becker is 0 for 2, but was hit by a pitch in the 5th. 2-0. Mark's asking, in the All-Star game, if you had to still be in the game to swing. That's a good question. I don't believe so, though, because based on what I was seeing from people, some of the media did not seem that way, but let me check just to make sure, because I believe Brent Rooker would have already been out of the game, and he swung it for the American League. I'll check for sure on that, however. 2-0. Freeman delivers. Strike. On that one, good pitch there from Freeman. A little bit of east to west movement on it. 2-1 now to Becker. It's fouled back. His elbow guard comes off on that swing, so 2-2. He was trying to go deep there, clearly. Yeah, no, it doesn't look like Brent Rooker would have been in the game. And he came out in the 8th. It was a pinch hitter for him, and he still got to hit in the end. Outside, and it is full now to Becker. Another big pitch for Caleb Freeman here to try and punch him out, or else could be another situation similar to the 5th. And yeah, Mark, it was Zach McKinstry that came in for Brett Rooker. That's just on the American League side. This one skied out towards center. On the run, Peridot makes the play, and that will do it. The Chinooks survive a little bit of a scare there. And we are on to the 8th. It was no runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left on base. 8th inning coming your way. It's 4-1 Chinooks. The Alaska Highway Safety Office reminds you that when your speed increases on the road, so does the chance for a crash. Don't put your schedule ahead of everybody else's safety. Stop speeding before it stops you. This message brought to you by the Alaska Highway Safety Office. Leading off for the Chinooks here in the top of the 8th, it's Nick Hockemeyer, still in the ballgame for the Pilots. Letting him keep going as they are thin in the bullpen. Had a lot of pitchers leave early in the year. First pitch to Hockemeyer, curveball way high, 1-0. It'll be Hockemeyer, Cornell Reynolds due up for the Chinooks. They're looking to pad this lead It is 4-1. Fouled off. 1-1 now to Hockmeyer. The Chinooks have not been able to really just keep a good lead against the Pilots. They have given up a 7-0 run, or a 7-0 lead, excuse me. Made it 7-6 to end the game, and then it was an 11-3 lead. The last time we played them, it ended 11-8 after the Pilots were able to score a grand slam. Two balls, one strike. Colby Sturman comes set. Is 3 balls and 1 strike, actually. This one poked down the line. That could get down. No. Snagged by Rodriguez, and that is out number 1. Looked like it was curling towards the line a little bit more than it was. And that will do it for Hockmeyer. Now at the plate, it's Trent Cornell. He is 0 for 3 today. Struck out every time to the plate. Not the return he wanted, but he's got an at-bat here to turn it around. Swing and a miss. Good curveball there from Sturman. Colby Sturman has pitched a pretty darn good game so far. I don't even know that he's given up a hit. I don't think he has. Want to know, of course, he brought those runs home, but I believe they'd be credited to Semino, if I'm remembering that correctly. 2-0 now to Trent Cornell, or it should be 2-1. The Chinooks, or excuse me, the scoreboard doesn't have that right. That will plunk Cornell right on the back of the neck there, so he will take first. Runner on first with 1 gone as Tim Reynolds comes to the plate. He is 1 for 2 in the ballgame with a walk. Had that home run back in the second. Mark says that number 9 is coming in the bottom. That is Evan Rossi. He is wearing that number 9 jersey, as I mentioned a few of the guys in different jerseys tonight because of the parade. Misses low, 1-0. It is Carson Clark on deck. Sturman comes set from the stretch. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Fastball right down Main Street. It's 1-1. This is our last game on the road. From here on out till the end of the season, we are back at Lee Jordan Field, home sweet home. And oh my goodness, they're going to call him out. I don't know about that, but they're going to say they got him. Trent Cornell called out at second. 2-1 here to Reynolds. Maybe I couldn't see the hand or whatnot, but it really looked like he was in there safely. 2-1 now to Sturman, or from Sturman to Reynolds. 2-2, lands the curveball on the corner. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 gone after Cornell is caught stealing. Sturman trying to get out of the inning here. Can't do it on that pitch. Leaves it in the turf. We are full. 3-2. It's going to take Tim Reynolds getting on base now for Carson Clark to see the plate. Yeah, I agree, Mark. That was safe in my eyes. You have a different angle down there, and seems like if we're both looking at it, you could have seen the hand surely, and it seems safe to me, but it is what it is. They're just trying to get out of this ball game. The umpires clearly got somewhere to be. 3-2, doesn't matter. Tim Reynolds will take a walk upstairs. That Chinook walk, sponsored by Painting Shack, Duncan and Shackelford, putting a fresh smile on your old house. Now it is Carson Clark after that Tim Reynolds walk. 2 gone. Carson Clark did come home to score in the 5th on a walk, but he is 0 for 2 on the day. Sturman kicks and throws. It's low, 1-0. One ball, no strikes. Reynolds on first. He goes. The throw. That may have gotten him, and it does. Yep. That's a good throw, and I think he was hosed there. So that will do it. We'll see Carson Clark back in the 9th. It is no runs on no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. On to the home half we go. 4-1 Chinooks.
This is the DSL Fire Systems call to the bullpen. Now on the mound for the Chugach River Chinooks. Number 31 and 9, Evan Rossi. In the All-Star game, the National League defeated the American League in a home run swing-off. 2011, Anchorage Glacier pilot Aaron Judd went 0 for 2. The American League Ball Club was managed by 1992 Anchorage Glacier pilot Aaron Boone.
This Chinook call to the bull brought to you by your Alaskan-owned Napa Auto Parts. It's Evan Rossi on the mound to try and get the 2-inning save. Rossi out of Seton Hill University, hometown of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. ERA of 2.45, 2 wins, no losses on 10 appearances, 5 saves. He is chasing the all-time Chinook save record, which is 6, if I'm not mistaken. So he could tie it tonight. 14 2/3 he's pitched, giving up 12 hits, 5 runs, 4 earned. 3 walks, 9 strikeouts, as he will see Adam Bergholt to start out the inning. Bergholt is 0 for 2. He did walk in there as well. First pitch here from Rossi. It's outside on the fastball, 1-0. Over in Palmer, the Matsu Miners have done what they do best. They have come back and taken the lead in the top of the 8th. It is 4-3 Miners as this one's lifted into foul territory. This could be playable. I can't see over there, but it seems like Jake Mitchell couldn't make the play. So, no, he did. I would never have known. I cannot see past the dugout here, so. It is out number 1, and that is how the bottom of the 8th gets going. Now it's B.J. Rodriguez at the plate. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. Fouled back 0-1. We're going to keep an eye on that Miners-Bucks game. I'll get you a score before we sign off, hopefully. Of course, remember, if the Bucks win, the Chinooks are eliminated from playoff contention. 0-1. Rodriguez swung through it. Rossi comes set from the stretch. Here's the pitch. Not the swing Rodriguez was looking for. And I guess that was strike 3. I missed the other one, and so did the scoreboard guy. But it is out number 2. Rossi comes out dealing. Landon teasing at the plate. He's 0-2 with a walk. Evan Rossi has been the guy for the Chinooks all year. He's showing exactly that tonight. First pitch from Rossi. It is low and away. 1-0. One ball, no strikes. Rossi kicks and throws. Fastball just below the knees, and it is 2-0. Thank you, everyone who has tuned in tonight. We appreciate all of you listening as we are in our final week of ABL regular season action. That one, it's called foul. I think that was a fair ball. Maybe not, but they're going to say it was foul. Me up here, but maybe it was. I don't know. The guy in the booth next to me, though, definitely thought it was fair as well. So, who knows? 2-1. Rossi kicks and throws. This one out towards center. Well struck, but not enough on it. And teasing will go down as Peridot makes the play. 3 up, 3 down. Rossi able to do it in the 8th. Can he do it in the 9th? No runs on no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We head on to the 9th inning of play. It is 4-1 Chinooks lead here in Anchorage. Colby Sturman going to go the distance here for the Glacier Pilots. It's the 9th inning. He's back out. Carson Clark will lead it off here in the 9th for the Chinooks. Tauscher and Green do up as well. It is 4-1 Nooks here at Mulcahy Stadium. Colby Sturman delivers. This one lifted high in the air on the infield. Going towards the line. And B.J. Rodriguez was able to squeeze it as Dylan Marks came in right on top of him, but that is out number 1. Aiden Tauscher at the plate. He is 1 for 3. Had a walk in there as well. Scored on that single back in the 5th. Tauscher steps into the box. Sturman comes set. Bases are empty with one gone. Upstairs and away, 1-0. That wind has been very consistent all day here in Anchorage. It's bounced in the turf, 2-0. Let's take a look at the Chinooks calendar to end this season. We head home tomorrow to finish out the season on a 4-game homestand. It is the Bucks tomorrow at 6. Then on Thursday, as that is outside, 3-0 to Tauscher. On Thursday, it is a doubleheader against the Miners. Rain delay makeup from last week on Monday. We start at 4 and we'll play the second one directly afterward. On Friday, it is the Glacier Pilots again at home at 6:30. And we will end the season with the Anchorage Bucks, 6 o'clock at Lee Jordan Field. Don't miss any of those. Those should be exciting contests, all 5 of them. Fouled back, and Colby Sturman has worked the count full after being down 3-0. The manager for the American League, of course, the Yankees manager, Aaron Boone, was also an Anchorage Glacier Pilot back in the day, back in the 90s. And this could beat it out. No, they're going to say he got him. So Aiden Tauscher goes down. And the flip was just in time. Tate Green at the plate. He's 0 for 3 with a walk. Two gone. Bases are empty. It is 4-1 Chinooks. Evan Rossi looking to close this ball game down. Fastball just low, 1-0. Chinooks looking for win number 9. That would be huge in getting the Chinooks into a comfortable lead over the Glacier Pilots. They're currently sitting half a game up, so a game and a half would be pretty big. And I know we're technically still in the fight for second, but realistically, we're fighting for not last. But hey, if we're a game and a half above last place, that's definitely something. We finished last in the ABL for a good amount of years here, so we will take what we can get, and we're getting enough wins at the moment. It's just going to take Evan Rossi closing this thing down to jump a game and a half ahead. 2-0 here. Or 3-0, excuse me, and that will send Tate Green on to first. So runner on first with 2 gone. It's Isaiah Peridot now. He is 0 for 2 today. 2 walks for him as well. Did score on that walk back in the first. Colby Sturman comes set. It is Jake Mitchell on deck, should we get there. Fastball misses high. 1-0. Here's the 1-0 from the Soldotna native, Colby Sturman. That'll get the call on the corner. 1-1. Peridot didn't like the call. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nice gap in right center there. Just off the outside edge, 2-1. If you can get something to the alleyway there, that would score Tate Green from first, surely. I mean, there is a lot of green grass out there. You can put one right down the alleyway. You're in a good spot. It's high, 3-1. So more than likely, it's just going to be another walk if he can get on base at all. But definitely something to take note of. 3-1. Our soccer game has concluded in the background, so we are going a bit longer than they did, that's for sure. This one lifted high in the air, out towards left, going back toward the warning track at the wall. B.J. Rodriguez able to make the play in front of the blue rotary sign. That was probably 3-4 feet from going yard, but Rodriguez would have been there, I think, to rob the homer had it been going a little higher. So good beat from him and a good play. That is out number 3, and we head to the bottom of the 9th. It's closing time for Evan Rossi. No runs on no hits, no errors, 1 left on base. 4-1, Chinooks lead it.
Remember, Pilots fans, we will be back here tomorrow as we host the Matsu Miners. First pitch will be at 6 p.m. and the pregame festivities start at 5:50. Pilots fans, get on your feet. It's the bottom of the 9th.
Closing time here at Mulcahy Stadium for Evan Rossi. He'll start it out with Hunter Klotz. It is the 7, 8, 9 hitters due up. Klotz, Christensen, Freeland. Evan Rossi looking to put his final stamp on this ball game. It is 4-1. Chinooks lead it. He's looking to tie the Chinook all-time save record, and that will help big time. Tate Green, a sliding grab for out number 1. 2 outs away now from victory here in Anchorage. This would be 5 victories in a row against the Glacier Pilots should they close it down. Ryan Christensen at the plate. He is 0 for 3 today. Swing and a miss. Couldn't catch up to the curveball. 0-1. Rossi comes set. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. My goodness. Making Christensen look silly out there. 0-2. Rossi is pitching it extremely well in this ball game. Ryan Christensen goes down on 3 straight pitches. 1 out away now from a big victory over the Anchorage Glacier Pilots. Carter Freeland at the plate. He is 0 for 3, and this would be the final out. Evan Rossi has faced 5 batters. They've all gone down so far. Can he make it 6 up, 6 down? First pitch is outside, 1-0. Rossi kicks and throws. Fastball just off the plate again, so 2-0 now. Two balls, no strikes. That one could have gotten the call, but a very similar spot to the last pitch. So it's 3-0 to Carter Freeland. Evan Rossi going to have to work back into this one. Freeland might get the green light here. Strike at the knees. Freeland was ready to head on to first, but it is 3-1. The crowd did not like that call. Oh, I'm just kidding. That's the Chinook bullpen. They're cheering on Evan Rossi. I was going to say, wow, I have not heard this Pilots crowd get that rowdy for anything this year, other than maybe Jack Boots coming into pitch. But it is 3-2. As that one's fouled away. Big payoff pitch to end this ball game right here. Does Evan Rossi have it in him? He's looking for it. Comes set. Delivers. Outside. And Carter Freeland will take a walk. Could not make it 6 in a row to finish it out. We're back to the top of the order with Dylan Marks. Marks is 0 for 3 today with a walk. Got a runner on first with 2 gone. Now you can hear the Pilots crowd get a little bit into it. They have a little bit of hope here. They've seen us blow some leads in the past. Of course, we've closed it out every time, but man, it's been closer than it needed to be the past 2 times we've been here. 1-0, it missed just low. Rossi checking on first. Now he comes set from the stretch. He delivers. That one gets the call in the inside corner there. Good pitch from Rossi. Located it well. Here is the 1-1. Rossi delivers this one on the ground. This should do it. Tate Green scoops it up on over to first. That will do it. Your final from Anchorage, 4-1. Chinooks take the victory over the Glacier Pilots. They will move up to a game and a half over the Pilots in the standings. It was no runs on no hits, no errors, 1 left on base for the Pilots. Let's take a look at your final line scores from this one. It was 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error, 9 left on base for the Pilots. So that is a good outing from the Chinook pitching staff. Only 1 hit given up. As for your Chinooks, it's 4 runs on 3 hits, no errors, 8 left on base. Let's break it down here. That was not a whole ton of offense. Only 4 total hits in the ball game. So, you know, an efficient day for the Chinooks. That's a good way to spin it for sure. They got 4 runs on 3 hits. Hard to do it better than that. The Tim Reynolds home run was big. Put them up for good. And, you know, good pitching from the Chinooks. Sometimes that's all it takes. Solid start from Roland. Caleb Freeman, just incredible. And, of course, always stellar Evan Rossi. And that will tie the Chinook record for saves, I believe 6 for Evan Rossi. And what a season he's had. Hopefully he can get 1 more to break the record. But that's your final score, 4-1. Chinooks win it. Not a whole lot else to say. Need to get a little bit more offense maybe, but when you pitch that well, hard to complain. You put up 4 runs efficiently. And got the win. They stay in the hunt for the 2 seed. It's a long shot, but an update. The Miners have made it 6-3 in Palmer, bottom of the 8th. And, I mean, you knew it was coming. Obviously, there's still time for the Bucks, but not much. This Miners team is too good. They are going to run away with this league. I mean, you never know what will happen in the championship series, but they will make it 15 straight as long as they can close it down. And we are still in the hunt for the 2 seed. It is a long shot. But we are game and a half up on the Bucks, or on the Pilots, excuse me, in the standings after this one. 4-1, your final. This has been Clayton Jackson. Thank you for tuning in. From all of us here at the Chuyak Eagle River Chinooks AIA Baseball, thank you, and we will see you tomorrow for our final homestand. It is the Bucks at 6 o'clock in Chugiak.